Hello, I'm back again for yet another Collector's Edition Strategy Guide unboxing. This time it is Halo 5. And if you hear a little noise that's obviously not for me, it's because just like how I've been playing Halo 5 while holding my toddler pretty much the whole time, he's homesick today. But I'm so dedicated and he's actually being really good right now, I figured I'd give this a try. So I may have to hold him. But you know what? I had to play Halo 5 75% of the time while holding him. So hey, this will just be another part for the course. But anyway, this is the Halo 5 Collector's Edition guide. A very nice Master Chief on the front. Of course, we got a plastic cover, so it looks a little sheeny right now. So let's go ahead and get this open. But going to the back, apparently there's some patches inside. Of course, there's codes for bonus supply requisition packs. Little Feeling e-guide, of course. And this one actually has multiplayer coverage. Steve Stratton wrote this one. It's kind of surprising that he wrote this and not The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, because he always writes the Zelda guides. So, but maybe he's as hardcore of a Halo fan as I know, right? As some of the Prima Games people. All right, so this will be my bookmark. Uh-oh, the patches dropped to the floor. That's kind of cool. Little 4-star patches, and then the traditional skull patch. I'll have to add these with. I have so many video game patches. I still have no idea what I'm going to do with them, where I'm going to sew them on, but I'll figure out something. But I'll have to add those with my others. Yep. So and there's that. That'll be a bookmark. So we saw Master Chief on the front, and as I expected, got Spartan Lock and Fire Team. Try not to get the glare. Fire Team Osiris on the back. Of course, that's the blue team right there on the front. Alright. Oh, there we go. It's nice artwork, which has like a little bit of combination of Spartan Lock and red team from the multiplayer. And then, as expected, we got Master Chief and blue team. Literal blue team. Both his blue team and probably the multiplayer blue team. Alright. Let's see what this thing has. Okay, so according to the table of contents, we start off with a brief history of the Human Covenant War. I'm going to have to read that one thoroughly. Let's see, what does it do? Okay, so basically it's got a synopsis of all the video games. To catch all the newbies up, I'm going to have to read that thoroughly to see how it compares with my knowledge from all of the books. Although I see they have Halo Reach in there, and anyone knows me, you know I have a big problem with Reach because that game broke all lore. It basically retconned a lot of the extended lore that they wrote. So I have a big problem with it. There's a lot of plot problems with it. Anyway, so now I got the introduction. Oh, something else. Yes, colored tabs. Colored tabs are great. Love colored tabs. Alright. See what else this thing has got in terms of bonuses aside from like... so we got art and developer interviews in the back. That's part of the collector's edition. So you have some additional concept art that you won't have in the other paperback guide, plus some developer interviews, which I'm very curious about those, because I have a lot of questions of why they made certain decisions about Halo 5, including Frank O'Connor, who's the franchise development director. If I ever got a chance to sit down with him, he would probably kick me out because I just wouldn't want to talk about why they did what they did with Reach, because he was with Bungie back then, and he was one who was commissioning all the books being written that... Alright, anyway, I'll go on a whole different thing. So, we got a whole section on the multiplayer. I will be honest, I doubt I will really look through the multiplayer part when I review the guide, because, I really don't care. And multiplayer to me is one of those things that strategy guide... as long as it has all the maps, and, we'll give tips about, choke points or things like that for people that they've never played multiplayer before, or this type of multiplayer, that might be good, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. Let's go through here. We got the introduction. Okay, so they're calling it Intel, which I guess is just the vehicle. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright, campaign. So the big thing I want to know in the campaign is because this Halo has more collectibles than any other Halo game has ever had before. So, it kind of goes back to the whole thing with Halo Combat Evolved, where you have to find the skulls in order to unlock them and set them on the game. So there are skulls, and there's not terminals, but there are pieces of intel, and there are between 2 and 8 pieces of intel in every level. I think one has 14. I don't remember, but most of the time I'd find 1 or 2, and then I get to the end, it's like, out of 8 intel, I'm like, oh, okay, so either I didn't go explore everywhere like I thought I did, or holy hell, these things are hidden great. So I'm going to want this to definitely tell me where to find all those pieces of intel. Not to mention all of the skulls. So, okay, so we start off with maps. Let's see what's in the legend of the map. Okay, so legend of the map not only has the different enemies, but it does have the mission intels and skulls. Try to get as close as I can. There, right there. So that is labeled on the map, so that'll help. But is it in the walkthrough? That's very important to me. It says weapon, 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 weapon. Okay, so it does got some legendary strategies right here. It's a little call-out box right there for those who want to play on legendary. I don't know if I ever will. Okay, good. So they do have a call-out box for the skulls. Right. I got it right there. Awesome. And it includes a screenshot of where to find it. You know, as well as like you can look at the map in the beginning, look at this, be able to figure it out. Okay, so where is do we have call-outs for all of the intel? I am not seeing any. I'm not seeing call-outs for the intel. Huh. No? So there's no call-out boxes for the intel. But... okay. Okay, but it is mentioned in the walkthrough. You're just gonna have to look for it. At least down here, it'll mention it. So it's kind of a call-out box, but not a specific. I wish that it would. Yeah, it does actually, and it does have a screenshot showing it. So it's, well, we'll see. We'll see how it really works. I'm going to replay the game just to try to get all the intels and everything, because that'll be my big thing with this game. And of course to see any legendary strategies for one of the bosses, especially that one boss that you delightfully have to fight, I think 4 times? Yeah. Anyway. So, let's see. Oh, awesome. So also, I just happened to see this little call-out box there for specific achievements, because like Halo 3, I think Halo 4 did this as well. There are level-specific achievements, so if you do certain things in certain missions, you get specific achievements. So it actually has call-outs for that specific chapter. But let me go to the back, where they should have an achievement area that I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is, 368. All right. Okay, well, all right. Not too happy with this. It's just a standard chart. I mean, yeah, so you don't need like a lot of tips on a lot of them, you know, because I mean, like, complete the glass mission without entering a vehicle. Okay. But you know, some of them though, you know, you kind of do need some references on how, so like at least like put a page number if there's tips. Just like, I can't remember anything off the top of my head for this one, but I remember for Halo 4 there was one about knocking there is one on this. Yeah, okay, there it is. Knock 2 hunters into the ocean during the Battle of Sunayon. See, now just describing it there is not helpful. Like, it'd be nice to have in there, like, it's best to do it at the certain point, or if you have a call-out box for that area, put the page number. that way, you know, you can easily cross-reference. Just a little, that's what I would like anyway. So, but, man, they really went all out with the multiplayer. I mean, the multiplayer is probably about as, see, like, that one's the campaign, and then this one is multiplayer. So the multiplayer is about as thick as the campaign, if not more so. So they really went all out giving the tips. And it's like they go through the different requisition cards you can get for each weapon and the vehicles. And let me see, because they got to, divide these up between Arena and Warzone, because those are two completely different ideas. Okay, yeah, they do. I'll look into this a little more. But it looks like who wrote this section was not as much the main writers, but they actually got professional gamers to kind of put in their tips and their know-how. Which is probably for the best, although they most likely had other people writing it for them, because they may not be writers. They're pro, you know, it's like having pro athletes write stuff. You're probably going to have their PR company write them. So, okay, well, that's kind of all there is to this one. Just from what it looks like, to be perfectly honest, you do not need the strategy guide if you just want to get through the campaign. You really don't. Because obviously I was able to do it without a strategy guide because I had to for work. And no, I did not play it on easy. But if you want to find all of the skulls, get all of the intel, and maybe get some tips for how to do some of the mission-specific achievements, I do believe the strategy guide is in order. Because like I already said, I thought I did some really thorough searches for the intel, because they added terminals in Halo 2 for the Halo Master Chief Collection. And I was able to find almost all of those except for one on my own. And I was thinking, surely I could do that with this, because the terminals aren't that difficult. Well, when you got little data pads scattered hither and yon, and the only thing you can tell okay, he's tearing up a notepad. The only thing you tell about them is that they're kind of neon bright. Well, a lot of things are neon-y, so I kind of, either I didn't notice it, or I ignored it, or there was just so much I didn't see it in the mix of it. But so this will definitely help. So I can't wait to get cracking on this one, to get that big achievement of I think it's called Hunt the Truth, and I want to hear all this stuff because I am an extended lore junkie, so I do want to hear all that. So anyway, I like the blue. I'm sorry, Master Chief, I just like blue better. It's nothing to do with Locke versus you, it's just about the colors. But I know, I'm almost done. So that's my recommendation thus far. I should be having a review very soon, so I can discuss how well it really does help you get all the intel. And with that, just stay tuned. Keep hunting, Spartans. Till next time.